Why do the Chinese use chopsticks for eating? Knives and forks are the necessary tools for our daily meals. In ancient Europe, nomads carried knives with them to facilitate the consumption of meat from nomadic animals. With the development of food culture, Europeans in the 15th century started to use forks, which made dining more elegant. Since then, knives were used to cut food, and forks were used to eat. So gradually, the European individual serving system was formed. The Chinese, on the other hand, used chopsticks for eating. The ancient Chinese used a ding to cook food, and it was necessary to stir the food in the ding to make it heat more evenly and quickly. So they used long sticks made of wood, which later evolved into chopsticks. People in the West use knives and forks to eat, so each person gets a separate portion of food, one for each person. The Chinese use chopsticks to eat, which requires that the food be gathered on the same table, and everyone sits around and eat at the same time, so the Chinese usually share portions. In addition, chopsticks have some interesting meanings in Chinese culture. A pair of chopsticks consists of two chopsticks, representing yin and yang together. The word one contains the word two, which in turn forms the word one. This unity of cooperation and harmony is a special Chinese philosophy. If you look closely, you will see that one of the biggest differences between Chinese chopsticks and Japanese chopsticks is that the bottom of the chopsticks is round and the other is pointed. The Chinese chopsticks are round at the bottom and square at the top because the ancient Chinese believed that the sky is round and the earth is square, and that chopsticks are not only for picking up food, but also for the gift of nature. So the two ends of the chopsticks are the sky and the earth. Japanese chopsticks are pointed at the bottom because the Japanese diet includes more raw fish, and pointed chopsticks will help to pick up fresh fillets smoothly. Korean chopsticks are mostly made of metal because Koreans love barbecue, and the heat of barbecue can easily destroy wooden chopsticks. I would recommend that everyone try eating with chopsticks, as it is actually a fitness exercise. When you use chopsticks, you involve twice as many joints, muscles, and nerves as when you use a knife and fork. There is a famous Chinese saying, "A chopstick is easy to break, while a bunch of chopsticks is not." This saying is used to describe the strength of unity is tremendous. When using knives and forks, the verbs are to cut and to stab. When using chopsticks, the verb is to pick up. This is the result of two different designs, the knives and fork allowing Europeans to easily cut ingredients, and the chopsticks allowing Chinese mouths and food to reach a direct, tacit understanding. Chopsticks and knives and forks represent different cultural ways of thinking in the East and the West, and they emerge from the soil of their respective histories with no opposition, only interesting diversity.